guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to make overnight oats. It's one of my favorite recipes because it's so easy to make and you can make it in many different ways. So to start off, we're going to need a couple of ingredients that you might already have at home. We're going to be using whole oats. We're going to be using some almond milk or liquid. This can be any flavor, or you can stick to water if you don't want milk. Some sweetener. This is optional. We're going to be using some cinnamon and a protein powder. I recommend using a vanilla protein powder for this as your base because that way you can change up the flavors. If you use something like a strawberry or a chocolate flavored, then you might not be able to make as many combinations. We're going to be needing some type of fruit. I'm going to be using banana for today. And then as our fat, we're going to be using sliced almonds. So there's many ways that you can make this recipe, but the rule of thumb is you need a carb, you need a protein, and you need a fat. So if you have all three of those, you have a balanced breakfast. Lastly, and most importantly, you need some type of container where it's going to stay fresh, and it's going to be, the lid is going to be tight so there's no spilling. Mason jars are by far my favorite because they're glass, they look really cute, and the lid stays on very, very well. All right guys, so let's get started. So using your mason jar, you're gonna go ahead and add all your dry ingredients first. We're gonna be using about half a cup of oatmeal. I'm using 1/4 scoop here, so I need 2 of them. And you wanna make sure that these oats are raw. If you use something like steel cut oats, then they are not going to soak up and they're gonna still be very, very hard. So please make sure that you use raw oats and whole oats. Next, we're gonna go ahead and add our sliced almonds. You could do whole. I like sliced because it's easier to eat and it doesn't take up too much space. Next, we're gonna be adding some cinnamon. This is just gonna give it some flavor. You don't have to measure this out. If you add too much, it's gonna be really spicy. So add a small amount. After you add your dry ingredients, you're gonna go ahead and add, actually we're missing protein powder. You're gonna add your protein powder. If you know you're gonna have a very hectic day and you might not be able to get all your meals in, you can definitely add 2 scoops to this and just give it more protein. Okay, now that we have all our dry ingredients, we're gonna close the lid and we're gonna shake it. And what this is gonna do is just make sure that it's all mixed up and that there isn't just protein powder sitting at the bottom. Next, we're gonna add our liquid. Like I said, I'm using unsweetened vanilla almond milk. You can use regular milk, you can use water, you can really use any liquid. The key to this is just making sure that the liquid covers all the oatmeal so it gets soaked. So this is about 8 ounces and it should come almost all the way to the top. Here we go. I'm gonna add a little bit of this sweetener, and this is organic light agave. You can use some Splenda, you can use some brown sugar. I don't weigh this out, but I'm gonna assume it's about a teaspoon. And lastly, you're gonna add your fruit at the top. And then you're gonna go ahead, close the lid, make sure it's closed, and then you're gonna give it another shake. And because you are adding protein powder to it, we wanna make sure that there isn't any stuck to the bottom. So let's give another shake. And then there you go. You can see the liquid is almost all the way to the top, but it's covering all my oats. So it's going to guarantee that they all get soaked and that there isn't any dry pieces. So here we go, guys. Very easy. It took me a couple of minutes. You can do this for the rest of your week. That way you have your breakfast ready to go every day. And there's multiple options that you can make. So you can do a strawberry one, you can do a blueberry one, a blackberry one, so many combinations, as long as, remember, it has a protein, a carb, and a fat. I hope you enjoy this and I hope you give this a try. Have a great day.